Hello, this is Meta, and this is the stream where I talk about everything besides the drawing itself. Tonight, we are going to be trying to draw an old D&D design of mine. I actually did play this character campaign. It was really fun. But, unfortunately, it was during high school, so, it just ended up dissolving into nothing because there wasn't enough players. Let's see. But we can talk about some things. Yippee yahoo. Let's see. God, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, I've been recently watching Peacemaker. That's a good show. But yeah, I'm gonna be talking about my trip to IHOP, Lee Sin, and the new Joker movie. That hasn't released yet, but eventually it will, and then it'll be like cool or whatever. Yeah. And I am fucking tired. But I enjoy the fact that, I'm getting through some things or whatever. A few days ago I cried really, really hard at a fanfiction, which is it's kind of funny, but also not, It's like a double-edged sword with that one, yeah. Let's see. This is the character we are working with today. John Doe. He's a really scrungly kind of guy. Wet cat looking ass. This motherfucker, yeah. But I realized that his design doesn't make a whole lot of sense in the context of, like, a D&D campaign. So we're gonna try and fix it. I mean, like, I enjoy what John was to me. Also, the reason why he's spelled, like, John and not John is because I wanted to make a funny D&D fantasy name that's like John. I could have just added I could have just done it. I could have John. There we are. It's the apostrophes. Sorry. Perfect. Now you know I'm real serious about this fucking name. This is stupid. But I enjoy it. I do want to see if people can guess what he was even originally supposed to be. I guess you can, like, narrow it down to, like, the vanilla classes that you can be. But I don't think that his design clearly communicates a lot about him, which in itself is a good thing, right? Because John is a very secretive person. So, well, he's an anxious, nervous kind of guy. That's kind of where we were going with that. It's also funny that he was one of the most powerful party members. And this thing was the party leader. Because my like genuine personality just wants like the game to keep going. I made this character specifically to be a follower, not a leader. So it's just it is really funny that it came out to be that way. It really is. But I mean, I guess that gives him a bit of depth too. I mean, because you're not playing yourself when you are doing your Dungeons and Dragons. It's stupid. But yeah. But yeah, like in medieval times, I don't think anyone was out here like, it depends on your campaign or whatever. And I wasn't given a lot of real guidelines on what the theme was supposed to be, besides like dark fantasy, and we were traveling inside like some creepy fucking caves. But other than that, it was the lore was never really truly there. Apparently there was like this whole serpent continent thing that we just never got to, but like it's also just like strange, because I mean, it wasn't very well planned out by the DM. Well, I mean, it was, but the DM did a lot of things during that time or whatever. One time, one player that usually joins us couldn't make it for the session. So instead of just, having the character sit in a cave or whatever, or like do anything else, what the DM decided to do was they decided that it would be a great idea if that character was in mortal danger for like the majority of that time or whatever. I mean, the characters that no PC controlled or whatever were locked in cages above a boiling pit of acid because one of the characters was a tiefling, and I had to remind the DM that that character was a tiefling, so originally it was lava. But yeah, in this twist to fate, and like the party just couldn't get one of these answers or whatever. Though technically my character and I did technically know the answer, I didn't really expect my DM to kill a player character when the player wasn't there. No saving throws, no nothing. That character was just dead. And when the player got back, I mean, like, that was just, I mean, I get the idea is to, like, be like, these characters aren't safe or whatever, but, like, it was just such a, it was a real childish kind of move. But, yeah, no. The in-lore reason why my character couldn't have, gotten it was because the key was that was supposed to unlock our bard's cage was silver. It's just, I mean, I look back on that and I'm just, I mean, I'm a bit disappointed. I mean, later, I mean, the DM really didn't take a good path, but I hope that they are doing better. I really do miss this campaign. It held a lot of good memories. It really did. Though, by the way, don't feel like that bad about it, cause the character, her name was Elios, got like a robot body. So, like, you see what I mean by it's kind of like weird. She wasn't even given like a Warforged character sheet either. But, I mean, like, you can't just change, like, the bard was a satyr. Okay, I mean, like, whatever. I mean, a lot of our party members were really fun, mostly because the entire party consisted of of art kids. So, let me see. Like, John, like, is stylistically the most fucking normal out of everyone. Also, we had, like I had a running joke that, my man went to, like, Texas Roadhouse. That was, like, his favorite place to go. I honestly don't remember why I even made that fucking joke. But let's see. It was like an 18-year-old cursed to be like a bear barbarian. Let's see. A mercenary tiefling, also barbarian. We had a lot of barbarians in our campaign. We had a pirate, who was a sea elf pirate. We had, one of our most active members was Sidiern, and she was an elf raised by tieflings, and she was a rogue, but, like, one of the worst fucking rogues to have ever existed. She didn't put any of her points into dex. I mean, like, it was... We wanted it to be a roleplay heavy campaign, but we were also really scared of roleplay. Except for, like, a certain number of us. Let's see. Yeah. We also had, a cleric, and he was, like, sort of like a mummy without the wrapping. It's like there's a specific race attribute tied to it, but he was undead. But no one knew he was, like, the characters did not ever think he was undead. And then our bard, who I previously talked about, who died, was a satyr bard who came from a cult. And was just getting out for the first time into the world. Let's see. And then, like, our DMPC was this, like, robot werewolf type guy. It was real strange. But yeah, it was really funny. Because it's almost like I purposely gave John like some of the worst charisma stats known to fucking man. And somehow I ended up being party leader. I don't know how that fucking happened. I mean, like, Isak, who was our cleric, was our, like, technical leader, but not really. It was very strange. I think it was because I wanted to keep the story going, and also I knew how to play the game more than the others did at the time, so I ended up being the face of the party. So this nervous, disheveled fucking wreck of a man had to be the one that started stuff out, and god, that was awful. It is funny that he had a lot better luck at being a thief than our actual fucking rogue. It was really something else. Anyway, his full name is John Doe. Though, I mean, like, he doesn't really exactly have, like, a last name. Now, you might be wondering, wow, Meta, you sure designed the most Joe Schmo character out of, your lineup of friends. And, I mean, you're kinda right. I mean, I'm not gonna disagree with you. It's very funny.
This year I got.
But John, well, he has a secret. Of course he did. Because did you really think that I was just gonna make a nervous little guy and call it a day? No, I've gotta make him fucked up beyond comprehension. Okay? I've just gotta do it. It's really, really funny. Anyway, I basically, conspired with the DM to make sure that none of the other players knew what John's deal was at the time. Because, I've always wanted to, do a campaign like this. And honestly, it was really something else. I mean, no one really had any clue. I mean, I did give hints. And stuff like that. But, man, it was really funny. Let's see. It was, when the campaign officially, decided that we were just done with the whole thing, we decided that, I decided to tell them the twist of it all. And, I'm glad that, even though they did read, the manuals and the different kinds of things, they didn't realize is what John was at any time. And if you're just joining, John's a perfectly normal man. A perfectly normal, stressed out, college-aged bitch. Well, he flunked out of college, which is very funny. Let me see. When did this campaign even happen? It was maybe 2019 or something among those lines. I can't really exactly get there. Anyway, I don't think... I do want a character design that communicates more about his personality. I do like the idea of, his curly hair being, there as like a way of making him look eternally frazzled. Cause I mean he is. He's a ball of fucking stress at all times. Not so much paranoia, but stress, very much so. Which is very, very funny. You... Attention, everyone. Let's see. Well, I guess I'll tell you what my party members knew, which was John Doe is a human wizard / sorcerer. Now, I mean, technically, I had my paths all planned out and everything, but apparently the DM didn't like the fact that wizards got so many spells, so they decided to nerf the wizard. Which, I mean, like, what the fuck's the point at that point? I just wanted to have sorcerer perks and stuff like that, and they allowed it. But by technicality, I was just playing a wizard with the correct amount of spell slots. I just multi-classed because of the campaign's rules. But technically I was a wizard / storm sorcerer. Like, his wand is kind of shaped like a crook or whatever. And that's pretty fun, that's pretty neat. When I first designed John, I was really, like, I don't know what it was, but I just wanted to give him really tall, shiny boots. Like, this is more about... He's very modern looking, which, I mean, it is very strange. Like, I mean, for a setting, but I just enjoy office wear and stuff like that, and I didn't really exactly figure out the time period that we were supposed to be set in. I mean, like, we had robots, so I was like, you know what, I could give my character a suit. But, you know, I wanna go and do something a little bit different. Let's see. Yeah, so let's get down the basics. John Doe is a storm / ice wizard. I mean, he uses almost entirely ice spells in combat, because I was like, man, that would be a fun kind of thing. You can play around with how ice freezes and expands and that kind of thing. Like, I used it one time to bust open a lock, because that's how fucking science works and shit. But, like, just... I think that kind of imagination's fun. Let's see. I mean, like, he should probably slouch or whatever. I want to give him stress-related wrinkles, but not exactly eye bags. Let's see. Though I might change my mind on the eye bags. So it's a good way of making him look just like dragged through the fucking dirt. Let's see. I mean, these aren't like totally bad drawings by themselves or whatever. It's just, this is sort of where I came into my own when it comes to drawing these kinds of characters, if that makes sense.
Oh.
Let's see. Or just drawing on the iPad itself, because I had no real concept. See. I've got basic ideas. I might give him some, like, facial hair or something. Oh, fuck. Don't look at that, chat. Don't look at that. Let's see. I don't know if I want to keep his earring or not. And I guess so. I'll have to see how I feel about it, you know? When it comes to D&D, it really is you have to make sure that you aren't just being yourself. I mean, it can be fun to just be someone different for a while. But your own complexities can add to a character's personality. I mean, most of the characters in this campaign were just awful at communicating. I mean, we had a literal, like, bear child as one of our mainstays. I'm making, like, such pained expressions with my fucking face. Let's see. It's funny because well, I'm gonna go off on a tangent right here, right? But I had never been to IHOP until like a couple of days ago. I had never been inside of an IHOP. And I mean, that's not like too big of an achievement, but I mean, still, it was very strange. I ordered a burger, and surprisingly enough, that burger was pretty fine. It was like not one of the most egregious burgers I've ever had before, which is like, you know, saying something, because I've had really fucking awful burgers. But like one from like IHOP being alright, it really confused me. It really did. What was more funny is that burger and fries were better than the pancakes I was served. A relative of mine wanted to go because of the Sonic promotion at the time. It might still be going on. It probably is. But, still. It was... I got the Sonic pancakes. And you know what? They weren't... I mean, like... They didn't give me my whipped cream. Which, I mean, you shouldn't need to make... like, pancakes taste better, but... They just weren't for me. They really... Yeah, no whipped cream was on that. What space was this? We were at the IHOP. I had never gotten IHOP. Yes, it was IHOP. Yes. I knew it! Fuck IHOP, I'll kill them all for that! I mean, it's really funny that the International House of Pancakes sucked at making a pancake, but like somehow succeeded in making a burger. I don't understand where that logic came from, but like whatever. Nah, but did you ever see the video about the IHOP versus Denny's crew battle from Project M? Plus, no, I didn't. But, I mean, I do like Denny's more. I've been to Denny's. It's much more. I mean, this is the first time I've ever been to an IHOP. But, I mean, like, I'd rather go to a Denny's. I would much rather go to a Denny's. Like, even the Denny's milkshakes are better. Like, because you get the side milkshake cup, too. Like, that shit's great.
When Barbara switched to TurboTax,
I broke 4
Let's see. I think I went to Waffle House the most when I was in the US. I mean, Waffle House is the best out of those options. I mean, for all Denny's has, Denny's is also a murder and crackhead central. But so is Waffle House, but not to that degree. I mean, with Waffle House, you're there for Fight Club and also waffles, but for Denny's, you are seeing more crack addicts in there. But Waffle House does have better things overall. I don't know what they're fucking putting in their waffles, but it's just good. It really is. But let's see. The, like, proximity to a Waffle House is always very strange. Sometimes they're on the road, and sometimes they're in city areas, and it really depends on which one you're going to, right? But there was a Denny's close to the general areas where I lurked or whatever, so I went to Denny's more often. Also, Denny's is open 24 hours. Let's see. Now, let's see. Have you ever played D&D, Golden? Any passing interest? Haven't played it myself. I mean, it's really hard to get a bunch of people to, like, all have the same schedule and energy to do it. I mean, this is from a campaign ways back. So, yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. Let's see. From this, what's it called? From this design here, what do you get from this character? I really want to know. And even what class? This motherfucker has sadness in their eyes that can only be found among a 45-year-old salaryman from Japan. I mean, so true. So true and based. I don't know how John ended up with the definitely a victim of the divorce court. He looks divorced. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that is so good. What class do you think this character is? I mean, like, the vibes are so correct. I mean, it really is. I'm really glad that those, like, sopping wet rat energy, like, the sadness in his eyes really, like, are clear in that general vicinity. I'm glad that we have, gotten that from his, because that's one of the most important features in your characters, is what vibe do they give off? Because if you have the wrong vibes, then you have just completely, you're just kind of out here. Oh, god damn it, my battery's fucking low. Do I want to add the fucking slut boots or not? I don't know. I mean, I'm glad that my art style has changed a lot since this drawing. I really am. I am grateful that there's clear improvement. Let's see. But yeah, let me see. Do you think they're like a cleric or a paladin or a bard, a fighter, a druid? I wanna know what you think this character is, cause I do wanna see if I'm the original design, what I need to do to push it into where it needs to go. It is very funny because John doesn't have, John does not have kids. He does not have a wife or a husband. I assume that there's some sort of character with utility, maybe, so definitely not a raw fighter. I would maybe say cleric or paladin. Now, why would you say cleric or paladin? I mean, like, I'm glad that I got across that he's not a pure fighter. I mean, that's a good step. You know, we're somewhere there. Where the fuck am I going? Let me see. Joker 2 is coming out soon, and I'm surprised that this is the one that Lady Gaga is playing Harley in. Actually, it's very funny. Though I do miss Harley's like first like canonical design, which is the clown bitch. Because like that's just so much fun. But I hope it's good, you know. He's a single father of 5. But he doesn't have kids. His kids are his party members. Let's see. Well, I will tell you that he is not a cleric or a paladin. He is a wizard. He's a wizard. I think they're more of a cleric slash paladin because they both have healing or protecting stuff. And they do have a satchel with some professional slash uniform stuff. I can get that vibe. But yeah, no, he's just a... he is a wizard. With ice powers and that kind of thing. So... But yeah, I mean, like, the whole suit and tie thing is very funny. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen a wizard with a tie and cuffed shirt. I mean, like, I was just trying to go for the vibes of being, like, you know, as you said, like a salary man. But also, I wasn't really truly thinking about the design besides he uses ice quite a bit. Like, that's his main specialty is storms and the like. So, make sure that he's all bundled up. Everyone was confused about the main thing that people were confused about were the boots. It's because that's not regulation. But I get where, like, where you're going in your head there. He looks like he's part of, like, an organization or something with how put together he is. But, like, the clear, like, anguish he, like, displays. I was just trying to go for, like, a plain sort of person or whatever. And that kind of thing. And yes, their earring does look like a cross. Which doesn't, it does not help. It really does not. But no, this motherfucker is a wizard. He's a wizard. He's just, you know, baby girl. No. But, yeah. closed off with you know, the cuffs. Like, what's it called? Yeah, he should look either like a lowly employee or a respectable boss. Like, he should have variety to him, but I feel like making him so plain bred in that state really did not help his whole, like, vibe, which is why we're doing something over here to amend that. And like, it makes more sense if you put on his fucking stupid ass hat, but usually John doesn't even wear it, so I mean, like, if I showed you John Joe with like this, like the hat that he has or whatever, then you'd be like, yeah, he's a fucking wizard. That's a wizard right there. I mean, because really, at the end of the day, all you need to do to make a wizard is the hat. But I didn't want to draw the hat. Let's see. Also, if I added like his staff, that would also make him less like a paladin or whatever. This is great. Can you draw them gamers? Oh, thank guys. Oh my god. Oh, also the reason why I spell his name like John is because I wanted to give him like a stupid sort of fantasy name. But I'm also like combining a bunch of different plain names together to create John. But like, it's also like, you know how in fantasy sometimes John's spelled like fucking this sometimes? I thought that their name was John Doc rather than John Doe. John... Sorry. It's John... Sorry, no, it's John. It's John Doe. I hate fantasy names. I really do. Sorry, no. John... You can really just fuck up the spelling of John, and it'd still be John. John Kirsch. Chris. Oh, that's perfect. It's beautiful. It's just like how you can spell Caitlin really, really fucked up. Anyway, so John here has the lowest charisma stat out of the entire party. But you know who's who became party leader? This fucking guy. This guy right here. Which is fucking hilarious. It really is. Like, I made him to be a follower. Like, a character that gets pushed around easily. That was his main, like identity idea, sorta. But as the campaign went on, it was just, like, easier to be a fucking, a babysitter. I mean, do I want to get... I mean, I think I want to give him a more ice-related earring instead. I feel like that would work. You wanted to make them a bottom! I mean, he still is. Don't get me wrong. He's not this. He's not doing anything on top of this for sure. But shaking my head. But let's see. I want you to guess the other sort of the twist that makes John. You might be able to tell from the notes, but it also takes someone that actually knows a bit about D&D to really truly get the main thing that he is. But I think that it's funny. I conspired with my DM to make it happen too, so none of the other players even like figured it out during the campaign itself. They are secretly evil and malicious. I mean, that is a fun, like, party member trope, but no. I'm like, he's not really technically all that evil. I mean, like, his party consists of a bunch of criminals and, like, 2 cultists, like, criminals, cultists, mercenaries, pirates, a fucking cursed little bear. He's the only one with a college education. He went to magic school, but he got fucking kicked out. Well, he wasn't really, like, he just sort of dropped out after getting, like, embarrassed, essentially. But, yeah, it's very funny. But, a cursed bear? That's evil? Like Monokuma? No, like, I mean, like, the bear himself wasn't evil. I mean, like, he's just, like, a misunderstood, like, kid that got trapped as a bear or whatever due to not following his village's instructions. So kind of like a folk tale. Or brother bear. So less Monokuma, more brother bear. He was also like completely like yellow. So Five Nights at Freddy's also works. But I made him, when I was designing John, I made sure to make sure that he showed as little skin as possible. I mean, it also helped that John is, like, works with ice. He's an ice mage. But I think I'm gonna give him gloves this time. You know, to really hammer that point home. Though I am giving him a keyhole, because I'm not done making this man slutty yet. He still, he wears his boots. It's with pride. Well, not with pride. He doesn't have much of that at all. But, you know, with as much pride as some man that looks like this would wear it, you know? So, you know, take it or leave it. Man, let's see. Should I make it white? I don't know. I'll think about it later. But let me just stop beating around the bush. Because you did get it wrong, or whatever. What makes John special, rather, he's not just some random fucking guy. But he, in fact, is a doppelganger who is trying his best to mimic what he thinks a normal human is, but he really is trying really fucking hard, and it is, I mean, thankfully, none of his party members could ever figure that one out. Even with his allergy to silver and his tendency to disappear before morning so that he could put his face on. But I might have to show you guys what a doppelganger looks like, because they are they're monstrosities. But yeah, essentially, John isn't even his real name. He stole the face and likeness of another person, but the wrinkles are all his own. But he essentially got kicked out of college because the administration found the person that he was imitating. They eventually found him dead. I mean, John didn't kill the man, but he did, in fact, steal his identity to go to school. So, that's something. Very funny, very, very silly. He's just a silly guy. He's just a really silly guy, and you can't fault him for just wanting to be fucking silly, okay? You can't blame him for that. Let me get it up here. What? There we are. I mean, basically I use the changeling race feature for him. Yeah, they look normal. Well, yeah, that's the point, is that he looks normal. But yeah, changelings have blank eyes, gray skin, and deep, deep eye bags. They also are slightly telepathic and can change into whatever the fuck they want, really. I mean, they can't change into objects, but they can change into quite a lot of things. Which, I mean, like, they are monsters. They are, they are monsters. But yeah. So, technically, John can go from fucking little scrunkly fuck guy. They're just like Amethyst from Steven Universe. It's such a weird comparison. It's such a weird comparison. But I guess... But yeah, I mean, they can go from like a fucking guy to like just hell creature. He's missing his face. But yeah, that's why he has so much skin that he's trying to cover up, why he's so frazzled, his general sort of thing. Is this the dungeon the darkest? No, it is. It's unfortunately an OC from Dungeons and Dragons. I'm sorry for clickbaiting you guys. So I really am. Hey Maro, what? Let's see. Have you been in this chat room this entire time or what? What the fuck is happening? Nope, I clicked off, but I clicked on and off, but I was hardcore gaming. So true. Gamer, I've got to respect a gamer, you know. You're gaming over there, you're grinding it up. Anyway, let me see. Here's a fun game, Maro. What class do you think, this character right here is? I can give you a list of, like, general classes if you don't know what D&D is, or, like, don't really remember the basic ones, but they are, like, the typical fantasy ones that you tend to see, so it shouldn't be that hard. It's a vampire, obviously. Go to find other people to grind resources with in your favorite video games. Go check out Grinder. So true. So true on base. I mean, he does kind of give off vampire vibes. I mean, like, he is vaguely, like, very badly trying to pretend he's human. But nah, this is a fucking wizard. I got you both. You guys don't know what a fucking wizard looks like. Nah, it's just because he doesn't have his stupid fucking hat that he wears. But also, it's just like, you idiots! You don't know what... Fools, you guys suck. You guys suck. And I hate you guys. No, I know that he doesn't really look like a wizard, but it's very funny. You absolute dumb cret. You cretin. You don't even know what a fucking wizard looks like. What vibes does this character give off to you? I mean, that's a good, solid question. You know, it helps me tweak what I need to in order to get across ideas better. Let's see. I am really something else. This character was from a while back, but I mean, I still enjoy him. I really do. I think this was when I, like, this art style, this art was when I was starting to get into the League fandom, as it were. So way back. It doesn't feel like that long, but it is. Which is very strange, you know? I don't really understand. Far off, in the far off year of 2020X. I'm pretty sure this was actually like 2019 that I did this specific character. But yeah, pretty close, yeah.
I can never remember how to perfectly format my citation.
But Mara, what do you think this character's personality is? Like, what vibes do you get from this fucking character? Let's see. I don't know why my fucking colors are looking so goddamn washed out. Misogynistic! That's really fucking funny. Oh my god. Real? He hates women, guys. It's the years of divorce court settlements. He's never had a... He kisses boys, he kisses men. This is a man kisser. I know you, Meta. I know what you do. This is the kind of I know what kind of character you fucking draw. Stupid bitch. But yeah, no. I mean, you're right. He does kiss boys. Pikmin 4 dog stare. Is this homophobia? I know what you are. So fucking stupid. I don't even know I gave him such slutty fucking juice, but I did. It's just the price you gotta you take for greatness or whatever. But I mean, misogynistic is really fucking funny. He just kind of sucks at talking to everyone equally. He's so dead. His eyes are so fucking dead. Out of all the characters in the fucking campaign, he's the only one that received a college education. They're a nice guy, but those femoids are pushing their luck. What the fuck? My character looks like an incel. Is this what you're telling me? Because, I mean, that's really fucking funny. I mean, it's not true, but it's funny.
IRS e-file is open.
I love the IRS. Let's see. He's just really, really... Let's see. I mean, he's just gay. I mean, he's just straight up gay. Though, I guess he is, like, technically non-binary. I mean, he's He's a... He's a nav. No way, guys. I guess he is assigned non-binary at birth, but he said, fuck it, I don't... He just likes being a guy, so that's the form he takes most often. Also, he's just like straight up like a fucking crawling horror monster who is just taking the form of a frazzled fucking guy to blend into human society. And reap the benefits of just having a normal life. Which is why his, like, previous design was like that, or whatever, with the salaryman attire. But he doesn't work in an office or anything like that. I mean, he works at his childhood friend's inn and collects money on the side doing, like, refrigerating gigs before trying to become a better wizard by going into a fucking death pit of a dungeon. Trans mass people and doppelgangers taking the form of a 45-year-old salaryman. It's the good life we live here, boys. It's the American dream. Wake up. Go to Texas Roadhouse. Good grief, it's only Tuesday. I originally designed his general energy to be Germa-esque, which is very, very funny to me. I don't know why I decided that he should be, like, sort of Germa-like, but I mean, like, in context it makes sense of being an incomprehensible horror who is also a sopping wet rat of a man trapped in a human shell who is going through every pain imaginable. Oh, Mary is... Let's see. Mary Major is his, like, masking form. He'd, like, lure, like, tourists of his hometown to their death in the forest. Let's see. What did her main form of her dress look like? Oh yeah, it's like this. But yeah, John Doe and Mary Major are both, just, like, what's it called? Placeholder names for real names or whatever if you can't, like, if officers can't identify who a subject is. Which is why I chose John Doe as his name in the first place. I don't know, is this too much black, chat? I'm sort of on the fence with this one. They should just use Gay Bowser instead. I mean, the name's free. So it'd be helpful, no doubt. I feel like this is, like, he looks too put together. I need him to be more fucked up. Is any of this black? I thought it was dark blue or purple or something. I mean, it is It's in fact dark blue and purple. Black is more of this color or whatever. But it is close on the spectrum. Blue, black, what are you talking about? It's obviously white and yellow. So true. Maro, you have such good eyes. You're seeing the truth that no one wants to hear. I mean, I think that, like, something from this of his hometown would be good. He was raised by goblins when he was a small little thing. It's very funny because when he grew up, he was just essentially, unless he also shapeshifted into a goblin, this was his main, like, general living situation was just, like, a bunch of fucking goblins that were also the same age as him. And then him being this fucking lanky-ass motherfucker. Slender Man looking. Well, it's more like, what's it? Like this. His face peels off and shit. Because he is just straight up a whore. Are they saying brainstorm or green needle? What? The local skinwalker.
Oh, that's crazy. I gotta sample this.
I mean, yeah, essentially. Because goblins are also considered pests of monsters too, but there was like what's it called? A hobgoblin that took John in when he was very young. Because, true to doppelganger lore, they just kind of put a child down and just fuck off. That's just how they are. Nah, the brainstorm / green needle thing is another one, is the dress blue or white. Yeah, kind of like Yanni and I forget the other alternative to that one. Yanni versus Laurel. There we are. But I don't know. Something about this outfit makes him feel too confident or prepared. I don't know. I don't know. I think it's because it gives him sort of like an armored appearance. So taking that away might help with that. But I'll figure it out. Let's see. Because, I mean, like, I do like how chic black is. It's really, like, it's really nice to look at. But also, I don't want him to feel too prepared. I don't want him to feel like this man has any sense of his life together. Because he really shouldn't. He should look like he is struggling. He is struggling. And you need to be able to tell that he is going through it. He's going through it. Oh, also, he's not all that old. I mean, like, he's in his late 20s, his early 30s. He's not 45. Maybe make the clothing around their shoulders look less pronounced. Looks to me like a paladin cape, or anything. Like make the blue more soft or something. Because I still want to give him like a wizard cloak, you know? Let me just see if I can. Because I do like the shape of said cloak, it's just really not. He needs to be more of a wizard. I don't want to resort to hat tactics. I really don't. But I do get what you mean. The fur and stuff like that doesn't give. It's giving too put together, I feel. Yeah. So, like, I get what you're saying. I'm trying to do like a fluffy sort of thing, but I don't really. I do want to keep the general thing sort of intact here. What do you think? You think that this looks any better? I mean, I think that this will help a little bit. Oh wait, I forgot to do this. But, like, I want to, like, the general silhouette, I want to go for something like this. That's right. So, I mean, like, if he's reading a book, I mean, it looks cool and shit. Also, like, he does have the ability to fly for a little bit longer and that kind of thing. Yeah, like making their profile a little bit less imposing helps. It's like armored or uniformed people usually they do have more pronounced shoulders and necks. Yeah, it helps it feel more roby. Which, yeah, I get what you're saying there. Rather than having it be something like a true, like, gladiator sort of thing here. We don't want him to look like he can withstand a fucking punch. This man is not withstanding shit. I mean, like, he's got, like, a, what's it called? Magical shield kind of thing, but other than that, he is sort of fucking screwed. You know, I'm gonna put, like, the book here. I mean, And then I can add something like this here. This man would fucking crumble over a punch. Well, that's what you would want to think anyhow. I mean, like, in reality, he is not going down in a fucking punch because of the absolute fucking monster he is, but like, we aren't trying to make him top heavy, really. We want to make him feel fragile, like a wizard. Like, you'd be confident in trying to challenge this man to, like, a fist fight or whatever. Like, that's the kind of vibes that John should give off in general. It is, this man is going to fucking lose. Blood bag, like, yeah, let me just, change some shit up. I mean, like, in later renditions, I do make him a little bit chubbier anyhow. But, yeah, I mean, like, that is such a weird way of, that Riot decided to go about talking about Briar's shape language. It was just, like, you could have just made, like, a teardrop and gotten the point across. But no, we decided to go for the much more confusing route. I mean, you could also have just said that the top half of her design is a guillotine. It's big and heavy, so you need more of a more shape here in order to understand that, like, to balance out the shapes. But they don't explain that, so it just sounds worse. I mean, like, I don't think that that's really where we were going with that, so I don't fucking know. But yeah, whatever. Oh, speaking of League, Lee Sin's model, or whatever, ASU model, is coming out pretty soon. And, you know, about none of his skins have really changed, it looks like, which is sort of disappointing. But also, I'm glad that Knockout Lee Sin staying the same, yeah? Oh, Lee Zin. I'm fucking sleeping on this shit. Oh, something design related I find funny is multiple has-been characters having cleavage made of fur, like Husk or Angel. Yeah, I mean, like, I think it's a fun design choice, but, like, it is just a little bit disappointing that that's the only place that they decided to give their characters any bulk whatsoever. I mean, like, yeah, design. Even Vox has this to an extent when he turns to the side where it looks like this. But really, I think that the problem comes from the fact that has-been characters are thin as fuck. So anything, like, even remotely fluffy to suggest that they have fur or any sort of bulk goes directly to their chest. Which, I mean, like, live your truth, man, but still. You could add some, like, you could make your characters a little bit more Like, there's some room for their organs. I don't know. I'm not the boss. I'm not Busy Pop. I do enjoy. Also, Angel's like fur got toned down in Amazon, like what, like for the actual release, which is like such a shame. Like, what the fuck? I don't really understand what like Husk's idea is here. Some of these characters are such twigs, I want to kill them with a rock. Like, I feel like it really wouldn't matter for, like, some of these characters to just have a little bit more on their bones. Or anything on their bones, really. Like, you could just make them look normal. Or at least semi-normal, I don't know. But a lot of the characters look very, very similar to one another. They blow out the window on the highway like damn napkin. Like, a lot of it has to do with clothes or whatever. And for a lot of it, I just don't understand why they have the clothes that they do. Or the designs that they do. Besides it being legacy more than anything. Like, almost every other male character wears a suit. I can count on a few fingers which characters do not have suits that are male. Like, even Angel, who doesn't have a full suit on, still has a suit on, with a bow tie. He has a bow tie on. Well, at least in his original design, he definitely had a bow tie. But, like, they're not even, like, differently designed suits either. They're not, like, cut any differently from one another. They're not worn in different ways either. They're just drawn very, very similarly. Which, I mean, makes it easier to draw, I guess, because you aren't having to memorize how to draw, like, a new fucking thing all of a sudden. But also at the same time, it's really, really, too much. Sometimes, like, man. Should understand that characters would wear different things. Even if a character was deliberately copying another character. Which is very strange because, like, Vox, like, his design is one of the best in the fucking series. And that's mostly because he's a TV head with a predominantly blue color scheme. Like, sure, he has accents of red, but, like, it's because he's mostly fucking blue. That is the reason. But also it's because he's not, like, totally over-designed. You get the point across, like, of what he is. Where you're going with that.
Step into Wix Studio.
A lot of these characters don't even have, like, hairstyles that even really match them. Like, Alistair would not have a goddamn bob on his head. He hates everything that is modern. It's, like, one of his traits that has been there since the beginning. But because Viv drew him in school when she was younger, it's just kind of how it was, or whatever. It's sad, because, I mean, there's just so many good designs out there. I mean, there's so many cool concepts you can do with these characters. And it feels like, well, nothing could have really done good to go for every little concept that these characters are supposed to have. But a lot of them are just straight up unnecessary, or whatever. Like, the fucking horn lady, Carmela, or whatever. She is so ugly. Yes, it is because he was a stage magician in life. Hello, so is... Yes, Husk's design is meant to be oriented with his love of cheesy magic shows, but you don't get magician from his design. You just get cat with wings. Because he doesn't really wear anything besides a top hat, a bow tie, and pants. There's very little costuming to his character. So, in turn, it just makes it so that you have to infer these details from other things. Which, I mean, I guess is fair, but also... I mean, there's a lot that you could do to make him unique, to show viewers that this character is not just a random sinner or whatever. This guy apparently used to be a former overlord. He's supposed to be a wash-up, but he doesn't really imbue anything about has been a wash-up. Besides, like, not having a shirt on, which is very strange, considering the fact that he's supposed to be on Alistair's payroll, and he hates that kind of thing. So, you know, if they wanted to lean into the pet angle more, then they should have made him, you know, more indicative of of the person he's under, at least. Like anything, really, just do something. But yeah, speaking of, let's see, I mean, a character that doesn't really need to be in a story at all, besides to give them the answer to how to kill angels, is Carmela. I'm pretty sure that she's supposed to be a reference to the play with the Toreador March and all that stuff. But also, it's... none of her design really encapsulates who she is as a character. She doesn't look... I mean, like, she looks... strange. She really does, with her horn hair and her half business suit, half ballerina getup. It's just confused. It really is. Also, you could have cut her songs and it would have made... you could have had time to do other shit with other characters. Which, you know, would have been helpful, because considering the fact that it's called Has-Been Hotel, you don't actually interact with this hotel at all, really. Let's see. I just rewatched all of Smiling Friends. That shit goes hard. Love You, Charlie, my baby girl, my everything. Pim also gets a kiss on his little exposed nerve. I rewatched it towards that whole thing. Pacing Hotel. I love when writing people can actually write a fucking story and write it correctly. Like, crazy. It's crazy that happens. This drawing has the iconic medic low. Are you talking about my incredible incredible fucking shines everywhere on this fucking drawing? Because I need those. I need those to live. Morrow, you don't understand. Nah. But, yeah. He's supposed to be very frazzled. The very frazzled individual. It was a very it was a smiling French joke. Thank you. Thank you, Morrow. I understood that it was a joke. I understood. It's iconic. How do I look, yellow man? Stupid fucking shrimp. I need to watch the new episodes or whatever that I have released or whatever, but I do enjoy its sense of just being fucking insane, but also like a bunch of real life conversations recorded and then animated. The fucking hotel scene just I wanted to fucking leave. I mean, like, it's not too bad, like, cringe-wise, for, like, my delicate sensibilities, which are, oh my god, please don't make me cringe. So, like, I was pretty good about that. But yes, the Brazil episode is so fucking real, it hurts. It was just so, like, someone asking for money, someone being like, are you a tourist? Are you a tourist? Do you have cash on you? And the fucking conversation about the hotel. Oh my god, it killed me. it was just like, oh my god. I haven't been in that exact situation because, you know, I don't have that disposable income or whatever, but still. I mean, I really do get the intense realness of that thing. Who's your favorite character, Maru? Maru? The fuck? My god. Maru. It's cool and fresh and unique, guys. I need to watch the show. I managed to only see clips of it. The boss is really funny. He's like a more deranged JR. Like a much more deranged JR. I had already watched the first episode before, but still, like, the boss's introduction really still, like, fucking surprised me. But it... Shmormu is number one, though. God, I was one of the Americans that that texted the number to get rid of him. Didn't vote him off the fucking show. This cannot be undone. I enjoy that Alan is just crucified. Fucking Evangelion style. And it's just like, and then he just is normal again. He's just a normal guy now. I really do like Pim and Charlie's, what's it called? Chemistry on screen. It's very funny. Charlie, I think this... Charlie, I love kids. It's just a really fucking good clip. I mean, really, everything from the first episode is just really golden. It really is. This is a secret room. Oh, speaking of which, when they did, like, a commentary of, like, the first season or whatever, they decided that it's really wild. What's it called? What was I fucking saying? Oh yeah, about that secret room clip. Apparently they saw like an edit of Charlie and Pim like flash cut kissing at the end of that, and they were like, man, we should have fucking done that. And it's very funny. Also, Charlie is a homunculus and kisses your dad on the mouth. You kiss your dad on the mouth. Yeah, that one was really fucking good too. I don't understand how Charlie ends up in these toxic yaoi situations. He keeps managing to do this. He's just that good looking. He's just such an alpha male. I really didn't expect Charlie to be like a person that would say that he's an alpha male. Charlie just has that riz. It really is such a fucking funny series. It really is. And I'm glad that, like, there's not real, like, it doesn't really seem like there's any executive meddling or anything like that. It just feels so, like, something you could see on the internet, or whatever, is a good way of putting it. There's no, like, toning it down for, like, advertisers or anything. It's just, this is how we want to make the show. Which, I mean, is kind of, Adult Swim's sort of whole thing, is they like really experimental cartoons. It's on their network. It's what they're sort of known for. But still. It feels nice. It really is refreshing, I feel. Let's see. I hope that the new Joker movie is good. I really don't want to have the incels complain about something. I don't know. Because, like, I thought that the first movie was good, but, like, if you say that, right, then, like, there's, like, droves of, like, people that are like, the Joker is just like me for real. And it's just like, man, no, you fucking are not. I mean, sure, you probably have a lot of mental illness, but you are not Arthur. You are just sad. I need to go outside. Please, for the love of God, go outside. It would help. It would really help. Let's see. I don't really know about the casting decision for Lady Gaga. I mean, she probably will be good. I'm just always worried about celebrities being actors or whatever. For whatever reason. But, like, this version of Joker and this version of Harley aren't the same version of Joker and Harley as, you know, the main comics or anything like that. They're doing their own thing. So I shouldn't expect, like, an actual, like, real Harley Quinn sort of thing going on. But still, I mean, I'm still, like, interested in what they're gonna do there. Because it doesn't even seem like she's, like, a psychologist or anything. Or maybe she is. I don't know. I'm excited to see what the movie is going to do. I really am. Well, excited is a strong word for it. It's more like I'm interested in seeing where it goes. Seeing if it succeeds or fails in what it's trying to accomplish. I don't know what exactly it's going to try and accomplish, though. Oh, pivoting off of fucking Joker 2 and talking about just regular, like, DC properties or whatever. I am almost finished with Peacemaker. Yippee yahoo. It's a good series. Of course, I like Vigilante in that fucking thing. Because I like psychopaths, apparently. Yippee. Let's see. Oh, I was watching it with my mom the other day or whatever, and she, like, I don't understand how it's possible for her to have, like, the worst taste in fictional cartoon men, but she manages to do it almost every time. I mean, I really shouldn't be surprised with the track record, but man, she said, "Hear me out on Peacemaker." And I was like, man, that's like the man child, the child with anger issues, and like a racist fucking dad, and like everything the fuck else about him. That thing. Big chillin'. I mean, like, it's not a true hear me out because John Cena is, like, I think, like, a reasonably attractive man. I don't know. Boy Kisser sources still out on the jury on that one. I mean, it's more hear me out personality-wise, anyhow. Because she's, like, sort of asexual, which is very funny.
Don't get outmatched by the outdoors.
But, yeah. I mean, there's worse characters to be like, yeah, that guy's really hot. I could totally see dating him or whatever. me when the sex is racist. It's just sad. I mean, he's not really racist. He's just very, very misinformed. He believes everything he sees on the internet. If the internet said that the Earth was flat, a Peacemaker would believe it. I would guarantee that. But let's see. What do you think of the outfit, chat? What do you think? What do you think of my look, Yellow Man? I see the vision now. You can see it. I mean, like, it takes, like, the lining. It really did take the lining to put it up there. But, like, I'm glad that you're, like, catching on to, like, the idea that we're doing. It looks pretty good. But I like the dark purple, bluish clothing. You look like a Fire Emblem Dark Knight. It's not... We don't really want him to look like a knight, you know? I mean, like, he's a fucking wizard, but, you know. I get why we're straying in that direction. I get why. I get why. But also, man... God fucking damn it. Because I want to give him a more fantasy look, rather than, you know, this. Because I feel like this whole thing isn't too fantasy, you know? They are only knights because they ride horses! The fit's like a regular mage. Let's go, boys. We did it. Task failed successfully. We're doing it, chat. We're really doing it. Using all 10 brain cells, we're achieving a look that is mage-ish. No horse riding, not knight. That's how it works. Remember that rule. Well, I mean, like, John wouldn't have the capital for a horse anyhow. So I don't think that's a problem. Here. Let's see. But anyway, I want to know your thoughts about this. So what kind of person do you think that this character is like? Or is? Like, what vibes do they give you? I do want to know. I want to see if we're going somewhere. To my understanding with the convo, he seems to be a mage. The Chushtoll looks like a moon, so I'm assuming he's related to that in some way. Let's see. What kind of personality do you think he has? He looks like a chill guy. He looks chill. Oh no. That's my vibe. This man looks chill to you. Oh my god. We've gone. He will bore you with infinite facts about cave bugs. I mean, like, wrong field of study, but still true. He looks acoustic. No. It's very funny because this thing is who's the face of the party. This is who the NPCs talked to first, because everyone else was too antisocial. Get that through your head. Everyone else was too antisocial to interact and like lead the party, but this man is this thing. I gave him negative charisma. Charisma. He has a good intelligence stat though. He stole more than the thief. He healed more than the cleric. It won't be hitting them charisma checks. You don't get too many of them. I mean, he's a follower. He's not a leader. Except my genuine personality is very much a pragmatic sort of, if no one leads, I'll do it kind of deal. So it bled into his character quite a bit because I wanted the session to go more smoothly. So it ended up with him being more competent than originally conceived. But no, this man is deeply frazzled. He is very, very stressed at all times. Also, he is not human. You mentioned that he's a mage. What type would you say specifically? Wizard or sorcerer? Well, by, like, flavorly, he is a wizard, but I actually did multi-class for this campaign to get my actual amount of spell slots that I normally have as a wizard. So, technically, I was multi-classing wizard and storm sorcerer. But, he himself is just a wizard. So he learned magic. It's not, he wasn't born with it. Though, I mean, I guess technically he was born with the ability to change. So Wiz, do you know what a doppelganger is? Like the D&D version of a doppelganger. No, not the D&D version. Well, the D&D version is sort of a long-limbed monstrosity that is like monotone, has gray skin with like blank white eyes. And that's what John is. He's a Slender Man. But yeah, I mean, doppelgangers will take the form of anything, including, well, not objects, but humans. Or any other race that happens to cross its path that they can mimic effectively. But yeah, John is not human. And I kept that from my party for the entire thing. I mean, I did make it like, I dropped little hints every now and then that John isn't what he seemed. He's not just a regular guy, but just a monster pretending to be some guy, because living as a normal person is much more preferable than being outcast. There's so much more luxuries and stuff like that. Kind of reminds me of mythology where shapeshifters, it's being monster-like. Yeah, I mean, that's essentially what John is. So he's always worried about, like, not looking right or not acting correctly. Because he always has the paranoia that someone will discover what he is, and he'll be forced to assume an entirely new identity and start his life from scratch over again. Because he's had to do that one time. It's technically the reason why he was expelled from the college or whatever, because of the college that he attended at the time. It was because his fellow classmates found out that he was, in fact, just a monster on campus. And so, he was no longer allowed to be or attend school. Which, you know, kind of fucking sucks for, you know, a wizard who has to learn things from spell books and the like. So that's why he was going into the fucking scary-ass murder dungeon to begin with, which is what the campaign's about. It's about this dungeon that no one has ever left alive from. But everyone's there in search of a wish, or whatever. Well, John himself isn't actually after any wish of any kind, but rather, like, more in-field experience and the like. But yeah, I just thought it would be fun. And I kept it from my, like, actual group of friends and party for a good while. I didn't, like, there was no, I mean, like, I planned to reveal at some point, but not at the time or whatever. We never got to the point where I could reveal that John was in fact lying to the group. Which is sad. I really would have loved to, like, have roleplayed that interaction. Coming out as a shapeshifter. Hope the townsfolk don't burn me alive for this one, boys. Because everyone has different opinions about monsters and mimics and the like. I mean, the face/body that John Doe inhabits isn't even really exactly what he looks like. It's just a guy that he found on the side of the road who died. He stole someone's identity because that person no longer needed that identity. I like the idea that at some point someone figures out, like, someone from his family, like the person that died's family, realizes that someone's walking around as their late brother. I mean, that would have been a really fun bit of exploration. Because it's not like he knew much about this person or anything like that. I mean, he could if he, like, ate his brain, which is how doppelgangers can actually fully integrate their memory as a part of them. But, I mean, like, it's neither here nor there. I mean, a lot of our campaign mates were really, really fun kinds of characters too. Like, we had a cleric who was an undead, like, nobleman from way back in the day. And then, let's see. We had a tiefling barbarian who was a mercenary hired by a company, but that company was just planning on double-crossing her because, of course, going into that dungeon meant almost certain death for anyone involved. So that character's not too happy right now. And then there was the elf raised by tieflings. She wears a pair of horns on her head because she always wanted to be like the people that raised her. Though she will outlive them, which is quite sad. She's actually quite similar to to Marcel from Dungeon Meshi. Even though, like, she didn't, like, the person playing her didn't know who that character was at the time, or anything related to them at the time. It was just a coincidence. And also, she isn't a magic character or anything like that. She's there to pay off her gambling debts. Let me see. Please. No, is my fucking... No, it's dead! I'm killing myself! I'm not doing that. I mean, that's a lot of work. I don't know. It's a lot of work. The lines are gonna be a little bit thicker, guys. We're struggling. The struggle, like, there's a lot of struggle currently. Let's see. Our bard is from a cult to worship the sun. It was very cool. Very sick. Very cool. Very rad. I hate finger painting. This shit sucks. Anyway, what do you guys think of him right now? No. This shit sucks, bro. I'm not having too much fun right now, chat. I really am not. Yo, Frone! Let's go! That shit goes hard. How you doing? My fucking pen's dead. You know, that's not too bad. Oh god, oh fuck. If it makes you feel any better, I'm getting mildly regretting my choice of choosing Notre Dame as my assignment as with vector art. Doing alright. Back pain's annoying. Regretting. Yo, man, chapter 6 of Limbus. It's, you know what? We've gotten through it. The Limbus Company. We're getting through that one. We're surviving. I don't know if I can handle what the fuck's going to happen in Dawn's canto. I really don't know if I can handle it. But it'll be interesting to see. I like the idea that she's got like Cogito eyes in her skull or something. But yeah. Dawn either silly or mentally insane. I mean, like, her canto is going to be called The Dream Ending. So you can take it one or two ways. And, man, I just want to see Sancho. I really do want to see Sancho in this fucking... I want to see Sancho. Put him in! I also want to see what, like, Dulcinea looks like. But Heathcliff metal music goes hard as fuck. Yeah. It's gonna be great. I love me some Millie songs. I love my mental illness. I love pain. I love the infinite suffering of the characters I enjoy. Though my favorite character is Dante. I also really enjoy Mersault. I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen with him. They gotta go through Love Town first. Oh, no. Suffering builds characters, as they say. It does. It really does. Mersault based. So true. I enjoy L'Étranger. I enjoy French people a little bit more than British people. I'm sorry. But it had to be said. Let's see. I think out of the book inspirations, my favorite story is probably Dante's Inferno. I mean, it's just a classic. I really can't lie. But, I mean, I'm also partial to Metamorphosis. I like meet some books. I like reading. We like reading. Poor Heathcliff, though. My man wannabe Abby. It's I mean, everyone wants to be happy in this goddamn city, but do they? Are they happy? No, the fuck they aren't. And Dante got the Honka expansion. I'm really interested to learn more about him. Keck W. Honkamon. So true. So true and based. Give me Where the fuck is this little bit of a line? I'm killing myself. No. Tech W. You said metamorphosis and my mind immediately went to the that manga. Oh god. No. No, I'm talking about Gregor Samsa. Get your fucking minds out of the gutter, guys. I can't do this. That manga doesn't even have anything to do with the girl turning into a fucking bug. What's the point? If she isn't a sign for the futility of man,
It's so easy to get your windshield replaced.
then what the fuck's the point? I can't even beat my feet to this. What the fuck am I talking about? And I'm not doing good. I am not. I thought about giving John some stubble, but I'm not too sure. Doesn't really feel like a stubble kind of guy. I really do like this final product though. So I guess here's the original, the OG. And this is where we come up, what we did with that. I really do think he looks much more fantasy now, which is kind of the whole idea. Slay! Slay queen, slay! I can't take away his hooker boots. Those are a part of his character. So that's really important for who he is. You know what? I think I still kept in sopping wet energy. Just, you know, in a slightly different form. That metamorphosis, I partially remember reading it in high school. I mean, it's a good book. I recommend reading. I recommend reading L'Étranger. I recommend reading Metamorphosis. I recommend reading Dante's Inferno. I also recommend reading I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream. But, of course I would. I like reading. I don't know. I don't know. Shoot me. I don't know. I don't know how I want to design the... No, what the fuck? I don't know how I'm gonna design his actual true form. I mean, it's hard because I want it to be cool. Well, cool. More like off-putting. His true form, aka the sexy form. So true. So true and based. So is. They do not have any mouths. No. Is that all the charge I got from that? Man, that sucks. I love when they take my fucking face from me. I love Among Us. No. That's really fucking stupid. What the fuck is this music? What, you don't fucking like this? Mara, what do you mean you don't? What do you not understand the beauty of Disco Milk from the Super Milk Chan show in the early 2000s? Do you not understand its brilliance? It's actually one of the first, like, ghost story, like, dubs of an anime. Though you can't really find the ghost story, like, dub on most sites anymore, which sucks. Let's see, what's my next one? Anyway, I think that I am going to try and wrap this up. That sucks. I'll do a better goal signing later. Anyway, with that, guys, I'm gonna call it there. I hope that you guys have a good rest of your day, a good rest of your night. No problem, Fron. It's nice that you got to drop in. Let me see what our next stream on the agenda will be. Alright. Here's the next stream idea, guys. It is... anyway, fun stream. Thank you. Next time, it'll be me attempting an evil art style. Basically, everything about my style, but the opposite. You know, a bizarre version of myself will be there. Anyway, I hope that you guys have a good rest of your night. I really do. I hope that it all works out. And I hope that I have more stream topics to cover next time, because, man, are my weeks boring. Anyway, see you guys next time. Goodbye. Thank you for watching.